And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Welcome, everyone. Into a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Now the starting group for the visitors. In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
Go. Here's Walter. Sacchetti. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Pass to Walter. Here's Button. Clock at 6. Here's Daly. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Walter. Goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Motley. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. Left to the wing. Remington passes to Reyes. Shoots over Walter. Misses the wing check. Pass to Motley. Here's Wainwright. They set the screen. Lets the 3 fly. It doesn't go for him. Gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Walter. Launches a 3. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
Here's Daly. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Walter. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Fans, make some noise for your Varsity.
With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season.
Yeah, #1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And here comes the break from deep. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Pass to Walter. And they get it. The shot misses. On 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Bottoms, how he performed last season. He was around 7 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Here's Walter. Hasn't made one yet. From 13, it's rebounded by Motley.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Walter. To the inside. Can't get it to fall.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Good on the triple.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Here's Motley. No scoring in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Daly. It will not find the hoop. It's his 3rd miss. He has made 2.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
To the right side. Shoots it up. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Away team ball.
Teams choosing it up here. A minute 50 left in the first. Morris looking over the floor. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by Caboclo. Gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Motley the pass to Wainwright. Here's Caboclo. 6 to shoot. Here's Daly. And the basket good. A big shot that time. He's got 7.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Morris, no good. Gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law, right? It's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Caboclo. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the three-point shot.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
And here is Morris. Shot to stop the run. Beyond the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Up by 16. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Smith. Over Butler. Smith, no luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Green kicks to Morris. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Green with the ball. He has yet to score. Pass to Morris. Right wing. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Smith. Up and in on the layup.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now here's Green. For there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Pass to Caboclo. Five on the clock. Benoit from downtown. Doesn't go that time. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Morris. Rebound by Smith.
He's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say what I had, I gave it my all. That's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, DA. He is a worker and living the dream. Caboclo kicks to Smith. Fires from deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. On Thursday.
Nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Walter, he's checked in for Smith. Here's Walter, covered by Morris. Here's Caboclo into the lane. Law with the rebound. Gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Green gets it to go.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
To the left side wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hot squad. Get loud, hear it. TC
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago.
The players in the league that worry about getting their numbers each night were often disappointed when playing this team last year. They were one of the best at opponents' points allowed per game. They set the bar pretty high for their defense this year.
Pennington. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Pass to Wainwright. Latrey. Here's Walter. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Now here's Green. Inside. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target from outside.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
1 shot.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Pass to Walter. Walter controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
We talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Walter. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. Walter's got 5.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pass to Wennington. Sacchetti trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Daly. No good there off the double clutch. Gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Out of hand on it, and that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution for your home team. Football Club. Benoit.
1:57 left in the first half. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Reyes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the away team. Reyes. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he can't hit the second.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
First team foul.
Being 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. A minute 20 left now here in the second. The shake. Misses the layup. Gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And yes, it's good. 8 points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Walter. Out to the wing. Pass to Wennington. Here's Walter. Sacchetti. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. Hits the three-point bomb. Reyes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, which should help them cut into that deficit.
It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. For 3, gets the three-pointer to fall.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's first take a gander at the rest of the NBA schedule for the night and what's in store. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
And this could be a close one, guys. Two evenly matched teams. I don't really know what else to say.
And two fantastic teams. Could be a preview for the postseason. And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the visiting team.
Where's the perimeter, D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you might be able to guard the perimeter better right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's take a step back.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Pass to Walter. Here's Wainwright, down low. Here's Motley. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
To the middle. Here's Reyes. Walter pulls it in. Walter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Reyes, the pass to Wennington. From out in the wing, he knocks it down.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Pass to Wainwright. There's the 3. No good on the shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. He has 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him to be.
And the foul on Jacoby Walter. That's his first foul. The visitors on defense. 3-pointer. That's a miss. It's miss number 2 in shots from the floor. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Over to the left wing. Sacchetti on the 3 off target.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Sinks the 3-pointer.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
On 2 of 4 here to start the second half. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Pass to Walter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season.
Boy, they had so many guys with quick feet and quick hands on that team. I mean, they put relentless pressure on the opponent. And as a result, they came up with an awful lot of steals. I mean, this team has been very impressive defensively.
Misses from short range. Gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Sacchetti misses the 3. Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Shakes him, and he sinks the layup. 18 points for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Walter. Lock at 6. To the paint. Remington, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Off on the layup. Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Wasted no time on that one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Walter. To stop the run. It's good.
Jacoby Walter.
And so here's the home team. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. Pass to Wainwright. Six on the shot clock. Here's Daly. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
From 13, it's rebounded by Motley. Motley's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Fires for 3. And it's Wainwright missing. Going a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
Awaiting ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's Morris. That's tipped. Here's the lob to the hoop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Morris.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Pass to Wennington. And Caboclo pulls it down. Caboclo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And he comes up with the deuce. He has 5.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Releases. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Good on the bucket. Caboclo's got 7 points in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Home team foul. Benoit.
So both teams making some changes here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court. .109 left in the third.
Morris right side. Takes a three. No good that time. On a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Such a wide open look.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Away team foul. Cruz. First personal foul.
Checked in for Donaldson.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the third. Benoit. Morris with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
From outside the arc. That one, no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
We've got Green, also Morris out there, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Around 24%, not a good showing here. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 5. Green passes to Cruz. That 3 off the mark. Thing is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Drills the three-pointer.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
To the left wing. Here's Caboclo. And it comes off the front of the rim. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities, they're the visibility, they're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserved more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
Green finds Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. First team.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. and man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career, and now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
Walter, he's checked in for Green. From the corner, Walter pulls it in. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Now Morris. Inside. And Caboclo pulls it down. Caboclo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's in there.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Smith's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Here's Walter. Launches it. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Here's Caboclo. Crosses over. He takes it up and lays it in. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Pass to Walter. Three-pointer, Butler. That shot is off. Gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here's Walter. An easy 2 points on the layup. Walter's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Pass to Butler. Here's Walter. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Caboclo. Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room. Give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
Gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Pass to Caboclo. Smith, the pass to Caboclo. Back to Smith. Benoit takes it inside. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Morris, no good.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Pass to Cabot. Smith outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
And it's just competing. And, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Walter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul, second
And so the
team
coach's
foul.
challenge here comes into play.
For the away
The
team.
coach protesting the personal foul call.
Walter.
And this is the time now.
The play will be reviewed. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Out left to the wing. Here's Caboclo. No good with the wing jumper. And here is Morris. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now it's time to present our player of the game.